Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. And look at our color schemes. How did this happen?
Ah. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Hi, Flower.
But it's all right.
Hello
I just
to
got out of
everyone.
the shower a little while ago.
You have wet hair.
I do. That's why it's best put back and out of my way. Haircut is coming. First week of September. Finally. Sort of a bun. I just twisted and put it back there.
She looks like a librarian.
Glasses and all.
I look like a French librarian. Oui, oui.
Well, I'm wearing something very light here. These nice, what do you call them? Caftans I have, short ones. They go with my floral burgundy pants. And it's going to get hot again. It's starting to get hot today. It's mid to upper 80s today and going to be getting up to 90s by Wednesday. So, got to stay cool.
Yeah, it's kind of spring color for her. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right.
You can see my face better now. I don't know if that's a bonus, a feature, or a bug, but okay. How you doing, Violet? Hope things are well. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. I'm finishing my end of the list here. I do have, unless Mr. O would like to open with an oracle, I have one here.
No, thank you.
Ooh. I don't say I didn't offer.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
And I will be using the Earth and Bone Oracle set. It's by Syrian Shadow. It's been republished now a second time, so I have the first edition, thanks to Banshee.
Yes, I thought dark cards, they're so him.
They recast the deck in a slightly lighter palette, so it seems to be a little bit more visible. But personally, they're wonderful cards. They're not dark themed at all, really. They're sort of more like good juju.
Well, you know, oracle cards for the most part are meant to be personal oracles. And, you know, we can use them for the collective. You can use them to read with other people. But sometimes the artists do that with that in mind. So they're not meant to be shown on a big screen. They're meant to be seen by you. And that darkness in this deck
Jackie.
probably fits the creator's theme and intent.
Okay, and so I do use them in Goth Tarot because I find they're excellent for shadow work. That's basically what I was getting at.
Okay.
Not that I'm saying that we all need to do shadow work, but
No.
if the shadow fits, as they say. And so
Don't hide it.
So they're always read upright, of course. And I do like the back of them. I used them in tandem with my Santa Muerte Tarot. All right, so we have drawn the key.
Ooh.
And it says inner calling, clarity, resolve,
Nice.
interaction objective. No, intention objective. You may need
thank
to
you, Jackie.
practice
I just wanted
being
to say thank you, Jackie. You do that to me.
present. Your messages of fulfillment are sent to you by spirit and found in the awareness of presence. You have an inner calling. Fulfilling your purpose is attained by the steps you take now. The destination is secondary and only achieved after you have completed the present steps. What action can you take now? Remember, if the means do not contribute to happiness, neither will the end. Your current state of consciousness determines whatever is manifested in the future. Inner alignment to the main objective of everyone. Being present allows you to attain inner alignment. Your goals, such as a career or life's work, will fall into place once you are aligned. Through experiencing mistakes in a trial and error environment, you can determine what your purpose is. A process of elimination determines your soul's path. Discovering what is not for you leads you to what you should be doing. Never allow fame or fortune to drive your actions. Purpose does not come from your mind, and it does not come from thought. It comes from being still and allowing the universal energy to come through you. It is a feeling. When there is something new you want to learn, simply add it to a list of all the things you wish to learn and take actionable steps to learn it. If you truly love it and it comes easy to you, then you will naturally move into alignment and the universe will conspire to aid you. If not, then move on to the next thing. Just make the steps today that will propel you towards what you want to learn, see, do, or become. One step at a time. Be here now. Affirmation. I trust that the universe is supporting me. I accept that everything is working out the way it should. And so it's kind of like, to thine own self be true. You are the best judge at times, or mostly, of what your soul wants. Sometimes you need to dive in a little bit deeper and listen to those voices and align them. But basically, you are the key.
I talked about a lot of different concepts there, related, inner calling being one, but also, they mentioned that line, which I'm not going to rephrase, I'm going to rephrase, I'm not going to say it verbatim, but I just want to say the means is just as important as the ends, right? So, you have to, deal with the shadow parts of your nature that want to get the end result at all costs. The means of getting that end result is just as important as the end.
That's a great observation.
And the other thing is, this is about inner calling and finding your inner calling. And I just want to make a comment about shadow work, that I feel here that, shadow work gets a bad name. I mean, they think it's all about the dark stuff within us. Sometimes it's about piercing the shadows to get to the real heart of matters. That's lurking in the shadows there. What are the inner motivations that drive you to do what you do? They're there, sometimes buried in those shadows, right?
Very nice, Banshee. Thank you. Alrighty, so let's move on then.
Yeah, all right. Let's move on. All right.
And Flower Beauty was first.
Yes, indeed. Hi, Flower Beauty.
Did you want to do the deck then?
I shall.
All right. What are Mr. A's current thoughts and intentions towards me, and why does he keep calling me? And in another life, I am a Mr. A.
And true that, Violet. True that about the shadow, too.
Yes, that's a good point, Violet. Very good point.
All right. Mr. A, yes, Mr. A, O, whatever, A-O.
Well, somewhere else in the social media presence, we were remarking about how many names I had. One person even said I have more names than J.D. Vance, but we'll ignore that for the moment.
Oh, dear.
But I forgot to list one of them. One of them was, of course, a more recent from the last 10 to 15 years. That's recent to me. But I had an assistant who called me the Mighty A.T.
The Mighty A.T.
Hugh, because my initials in real life are A.T. All right. So what are Mr. A's intentions, current thoughts?
Oh, boy.
Well, you asked for it, eh, Christine? It's the
That's not
Two of
Christine,
Cups.
that's Flower Beauty.
Oh, no, it's the Lovers. I'm sorry. It's not the Two of Cups. It's the Lovers.
The Eight of Cups is reversed. It's all, well, except for the Lovers, right. Now you confused me. But
Sorry.
it's Cup cards plus the Lovers, eh?
Yes, Three of Cups. First comes love.
What do you got to
then
add to
comes
this
marriage.
mix?
The book. Who wrote the Book of Love? Well, we don't know if that's what it means. Oh, except for the fact that we have the moon.
Wow.
Hmm.
Is this, okay. I don't know, I'm not sure, Flower, the status of this relationship. I forget things over time. We get a lot of readings, and so I forget who's who, what's what. But I would say this, that there's some romantic things going on here, or thoughts. But, that Three of Cups kind of makes me wonder a little bit. It is upright. Maybe they want to be supportive. They want to show they still care about you. The Lovers is here. The Lovers sounds like good intentions. So if they've left you in a lurch or with bad feelings, I don't know. It seems like they're trying to get back in your good graces again, it looks like to me. The Eight of Cups is reversed here. They want to return. So if this is a broken relationship or partnership or connection of some sort, they want back in.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at all that over.
Regardless of what you may feel or how things may develop, it does sort of seem like they've maybe realigned their decision despite having hurt you. They may be deciding they want to be with you. And, of course, that is a great song, Violet, from the olden days. Who wrote the Book of Love?
Or at least make amends and be friends. They clearly seem to desire that. And
It could be that even. Yep.
I gotta say, with the moon and the book here, I think they're trying to tell you something. I think they're trying to tell you they want this to be restarted again. The book is about knowledge and information, and the moon is about romance and success and other things. But in a reading like this, where everything's pointing that way, that's what I gotta say.
My personal advice would be I would wait and be silent still, at least until after Mercury goes direct, possibly after the shadow's over. But I think you could wait at least till after the 28th, and then maybe, contact him if you feel like it, or to set the record straight.
Well, and if this, right, exactly. So if this was something that was a hurt beyond your ability to want to restart something again, maybe you need to take them down gently. There's no reason to be mean if they're not being really pushy with you. But if they are, set your boundaries if that's what you have to do here. Because
Well, sadly, we don't always remember everything we may have told you, but that sounds very interesting, doesn't it?
Oh, you wanted to betray you further. Well, it's funny you remind us of that, Flower
Thank
Beauty,
you.
because you remember a few minutes ago I said I wasn't sure about that Three of Cups, because something in me wanted to say, I'm not kidding, something in me wanted to say that he still wanted you a part of his life, even though there may be someone else there too. That's when I see the Three of Cups, whether it's upright, reversed, I sometimes think there might be, a little bit of other relationships involved here.
So that gives me the thought of a rebound kind of thing, and that, just to show you that there's no hard feelings, this is a Scorpio talking,
Yeah.
would he invite you to his wedding
So,
on a rebound?
And let me put it to you this way about what the card said last week. It did seem like he wants to betray you, but that doesn't mean he's not trying to get in your good graces again, right? In order to do so.
True
There's
that.
nothing about underlying motivations and intentions here. I mean, this is saying what he really is trying to do, I think, more than anything. Now, he may feel very strongly attracted to you. He may still want relationships to you, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have some flaws that could ultimately hurt you again. So you're going to want to be sure of anything if you ever choose to restart this again.
In the Lenormand, I don't think that the moon speaks as much about deceptions as maybe the fox does, but from a symbolic point of view, I look at these cards too, and this is just me, it may not be Banshee, and I see the moon as ever changing, and that sometimes there is a side revealed to us and sometimes there is a side hidden from us. And so in terms of the book, Finding Out Knowledge, this could be saying that although he seems to want to be in better graces, there still may be some undercurrents that he won't necessarily reveal or right away.
I like what Mr. O is saying there. It could indicate, Flower, that ultimately you would find out what his true motivations are. They may be hidden at the moment and making you wonder, but, ultimately they may come out. So, and remember, the tarot is a snapshot in time. People's feelings can change like the wind. Like, for example, maybe he's kind of an opportunist, and what if present relationships aren't working out as much as they would like, so they want to pull you back in because, they feel like they could have something good going with you. So, got to think about that too here. But I will tell you right now that what he's trying to do is get back in your good graces.
All right.
Good luck with that. All right. Interesting follow-up to that other reading, Flower. I should have went with my gut with that Three of Cups when I said that, what I said in the beginning, that I don't know about that Three of Cups.
So congratulations, Christine, to you and your son for leveling up a bit. That's nice. All right. How will our upcoming tournament in September go?
It was difficult, but you made it. That's awesome. Good to hear that, Christine.
We're happy.
It was a little bit wobbly with the cards we had.
All right, so I'm going to use the Star Spinner Tarot for this reading. And yes, have a good day. Good luck.
Hi, Ari.
Hi, Ari.
All right, so you're in a tournament. That sounds exciting. I'm an Aries. I love the competition, What can I say? Healthy
Hi, Libra.
Competition. Hi, Libra.
All right. So, the first card is the Empress reversed.
The Empress reversed? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my screen has been frozen here.
And it's followed by the Queen of Wands reversed.
I guess I gotta get out and come back in.
But we do have the Page of Cups upright.
Okay, so the Empress reversed. The Page of Wands is reversed.
No, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands is reversed. And then the Page of Cups is upright. General.
I think it will go well. I like that Page of Cups there. In other words, that good things might come out of this. But, it's not going to, it's one of those things again, Christine, it's not going to be easy, okay? The Empress reversed is almost as if, you're going to have to make sure you're in top form for this. If you are training or practicing, both of you, whatever you need to do here, because the Empress reversed is saying maybe you've got to work a little bit harder to get the results you want. And you've got to be a little, I don't want to say aggressive with the Queen of Wands, but you really got to be at the top of your game here with confidence. Go in it feeling like you are a winner rather than intimidated. Because that Queen of Wands reversed kind of makes me feel somebody is going to be feeling a little jittery about this.
Yeah, I can't disagree with Banshee here, especially with both of these cards. It sort of seems like there's this thought that you have to buck up, a sense of confidence, be as prepared as you can possibly be, not be overly flattering perhaps of others, like just really look at it as competition. Preening or positioning in any way won't necessarily accommodate you. It's really going to be about the bare facts, about the bare skills, is what it looks like. And I do like the Page of Cups at the end is sort of throwing out there the idea that you just have to remain, true to yourself and, sort of appeal to your emotional core in terms of compassion and understanding. Like you're playing a winning game because you're compassionate for yourself and others.
So I guess what I'm going to say, with that page too, is that I don't know if you'll if there's first, second, third place, some wins here, or you're going to get some accolades out of this. But I do feel here, being that ended with the Page of Cups, that you're going to feel, both of you are going to feel ultimately in the end that you're satisfied with your performance, And let's take a look here at the Lenormand.
That's rough.
No, it's not. We got the dog and
the anchor.
Maybe that's rougher.
Okay, dog and anchor.
I think stick to your game plan, okay? Stick to your game plan, remain loyal and dedicated to what you've learned thus far, and it will serve you well. I also think here that maybe it'll bring your son and you even closer together, being in this competition.
I like the fact that in a way they're both sort of synonymous with each other. The anchor is about sticking with something, but so is the loyalty of a good friend, a child, whoever that is too. So I sort of feel like this is saying, that no matter what happens, you're going to be really happy with the results because it does embody this concept of, what's that concept? It's not who wins or loses, it's how
you
the
play
game
the
is.
Game, right. The means being as important as the ends. Exactly what we were talking about earlier.
There you go.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a good experience overall. I don't see an outright necessary win here, but you know what? Never say never. I think it looks more than not like it could have a positive outcome. It's just going to challenge you. It's going to challenge your confidence and everything a little bit here. So, prepare yourselves. Just do the work now and try to get yourself in the best possible position for this.
Good luck and let us know.
Yeah. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
Somebody's missing here today, and they're not even down here, I don't think.
No, they seem to not be in the area, so...
What a surprise.
That could mean that they'll show up. I don't know.
Oh, I would bet they will. Okay.
Go on, Kara. Put on that,
Half birthday. Mine shouldn't be till when? Till...
I know you will, Christine. Thank you.
My half birthday's probably in October, right?
Yes, because your other half is Libra, I think. Right?
Yeah. Because my half is Libra. Wow.
Good luck. Sunny, your bunny.
Good luck, Christine. Wishing you the best.
All right, so we are on V then, and V asks, what are my Sagittarius intentions? He tried to reach out to me at 2 in the morning, apologizing because I broke up with him yesterday. Oh
no. Well, wait. Okay, well, let's see what's going on.
All right. So I'm going to use my Mike Royal Dark
Tarot.
Deck.
It is my turn.
You're right, it is. Oh.
And I'm going to use my Crystal Power Tarot. Which I just brought back out for a little run here. I didn't change up my decks a lot. I think I only have 2. Maybe this is the only new deck I put in here.
By the way, I want to mention that tomorrow at 4 p.m. we will have the Unhappy Hour. Turn your frowns upside down. Where does it hurt? We are doing this reading for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and we hope you'll join us on that. We try to find what are the potential solutions to what it is.
Plus, we talk about where the world is hurting right now in general.
Well, that should be an interesting conversation too.
Indeed.
So
it
that's on our
always
YouTube
is.
channel at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We're probably going to film that right after this show.
I think so.
I think so.
Wow. We got the world upright. We've got the moon upright. 2 major arcana. Oh, my goodness sakes. These are all upright. The 10 of Pentacles upright. Oh, it's got malachite as its stone. I like that.
Oh, pretty. Okay, and in the Lenormand, we have the stars. So we have the world and the moon and the stars.
Wow.
But we have the mice.
Well, you are asking their intentions. And so I see here that, gosh, what is that first one again? World.
The world.
That they feel something's not finished. They feel something's unfinished between the two of you. So their intentions is to get some kind of either closure or new beginning. Because remember, the world is kind of a twofold thing. You are ending something so you can begin something new. Or something, take a new phase. So is the Sagittarian's intentions to put an end to whatever went wrong here and trying to build a fresh start with you? I can't rule that out with the world. Let's take this one card at a time.
Right, I feel that way too, that, taken at face value, this maybe indicates that there is a sense that they're feeling like, there's something not quite resolved. On the other hand, it is also possible too that maybe they want to wish you well and tell you that they are moving on in some ways, because this could signify a total new beginning.
That's
But
true.
I don't necessarily think that.
Yeah, I don't know. The cards are leaning in an odd kind of direction here.
Right.
The moon in the center. Now, the moon in the tarot, of course, is different from the moon in the Lenormand. And I think here, Veep, I think here, Veep, that the moon is saying that his intentions aren't totally, even he has a lot of uncertainty right now about his expectations in all of this. I think he's thinking that, if he could only talk to you again, that maybe things could go in a different, more positive direction again. Whatever the case may be, maybe he's trying to test the waters out with you so he can determine what his next intention should be.
At least 2 things could be possible with the moon's appearance here. One could be that maybe there's something they haven't chosen to reveal yet to you, maybe the reason or the rationale why they want you to reconsider the breakup. Or the other thing could be that maybe they themselves don't even understand parts of themselves in this relationship, that they don't understand what their own feelings are meaning to them in the relationship. But they did call you, so they reached out to you. I find it kind of curious a little bit that we have the mice and the moon, because of course there sort of is a folkloric association between the mice and the cheesy moon, so I'm just going to go with that a little bit. We can talk more about that later.
And what about that 10 of Pentacles? What are you getting from that?
What about that indeed?
I feel that that the Sagittarian really kind of wants to have, the comfort and security back that he felt that maybe he had with you.
I'll go with that. I think there is a sense there of maybe something, that feels like it's a foundation. So that, of course, just makes me question the moon a little bit more. What is it that they haven't really indicated, either that they don't know in themselves or that they don't want to tell you yet, or haven't found the time or courage to tell you yet?
And the bottom line to me comes from the Lenormand really here, he's kind of feeling all the stress and anxiety or the difficulties that you had together. You broke up with him after all. That there's hope of this being mended. He's still hoping that this could be mended in some way. Now, whether that means just so he feels he can move on peacefully, or, that you can restart something again with him, it's one or the other here. But I think he's looking to, make the situation better in a way. He's feeling bad about something that went wrong here.
Well, when I look at that, and I sort of feel that, but then I go back here to the moon, the possibility of something he doesn't mention, and the idea here of family foundation. Does he have a child from a previous relationship? And maybe is he wanting to merge all of that together? Is there that possibility?
I don't know. I'm not seeing that.
It's just my psychic flash of a sort.
All right, he's got a psychic flash.
But if not, maybe there is some sense of, wanting to, merge things from different parts of his life, I guess, is my feeling.
I could see why you say that in a sense. Maybe if I'd looked at the question differently, thought about this more, the moon and that Ten of Pentacles could indicate family secrets of some sort.
Yeah, something like that.
So I can't rule that out either.
No, it's just not very strong, but it just came across my mind.
I see why you got that. So that's what I see going on here. I don't know. You will have to think about this a little bit, Fee.
Absolutely.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Fee.
And what do you want to do about it?
Right.
It's an interesting day with some of the questions we're getting about people who have broken up with somebody recently, because our card of the day for the collective was the Two of Cups reversed.
That's right.
And the Two of Cups reversed is all about breakups in relationships, and where connections have gotten frayed, and, either they have to be worked on, or, you have to decide enough's enough, we're done.
Okay, so we are moving on to Preeti. And Preeti wants to know what's coming to them in love. So I will use the Dark Tarot by Mike Royal.
Yeah, those drat mice.
Indeed.
I don't know, but in my material matters, like for a couple of weeks in a row now at least, seems like during this Mercury retrograde, Violet, all I've been getting in a lot of the readings is the Five of Swords. Upright or reversed. It's coming up a lot, and I'm just like, what's going on here? I'm kind of tired of seeing it. Anyway, there's no bends, there's no creases, there's no folds, there's no rhyme or reason why it would be coming up that much. Anyway.
Okay. Here we go, Preeti. So I have the Eight of Cups.
Upright?
It's upright.
Okay.
And I have the reversed Four of Pentacles.
Okay.
And then I have the Sun.
Oh.
And it's upright.
So it's coming towards you in love. Oh, did I not shuffle the Lenormand yet?
Did you not?
Well, the Eight of Cups upright. Something is either coming towards you or you're moving away from something in love, because there's also that Four of Pentacles here reversed, which is kind of a letting go of something. But
couldn't the Eight be like you're moving towards something else?
Yeah, the Eight is right. The Eight is a card of a journey. And it's so, you do have to leave something behind, but for something better. So I'm thinking here, I'm wondering if this means your fortunes are going to improve in the love department, that you're moving towards something now that will allow you to release and, maybe let go of things, maybe to open your heart more. I'm not sure why I'm saying that with the Four of Pentacles, but I'm almost thinking it's releasing this grip on, having to be more cautious or careful or whatever, that you're going to be able to open your heart more, especially with that Sun there,
It does feel like there's maybe for you, Preeti, some sort of status quo change, like something has kind of changed. Either you've had a mini revelation about what your feelings are deep inside, and maybe you've decided there are some concepts you can let go or be relaxed about, and that maybe you feel you are moving towards, something. Hi, Dr. Victor. Maybe you are moving towards something that maybe has a more unconditional feel to it in terms of that. But those are the cards that I'm seeing before I get to this one. And this one really has a strong feeling of something dynamic. A lot of times the sun can speak about really strong relationships, possibly marriages or strong bindings between people. It can also talk about maybe the results of a marriage, happiness with children or with family. And of course, it can talk about enlightenment information. So when you put it together, it could just be saying that you are also on a path towards understanding yourself emotionally, what you feel you want to expect from a relationship, but what you're also giving, feel like you can give to a relationship.
Well, and like I said, this is kind of a journey. So I can't help but wonder, too, if this isn't saying that something may be coming to you that has some connection with a journey. So, in other words, is it somebody visiting from other town? Are you going somewhere where you may meet someone? I can't rule out a physical journey either involved in all of this. And that maybe, this, the Four of Pentacles is the one reversed. It's really kind of throwing me here. I liked what I said initially, and I still hold to that. But I feel here that maybe this is a time to let go of the fact that love is just going to come to you. You're going to have to let go and do something to move yourself in a direction of finding, the romance and the happiness that you seek. Because I do believe it is out there. And it might require a journey, whether it is a physical one, whether it is an internal one. You coming to terms with certain things in your life that you're going to have to do in order to attract the love that you want in your life.
All right. So in the Lenormand, we have the clouds and we have the garden.
So the garden is all about socializing in a way and getting out and about and meeting people potentially at social gatherings. So, if you're invited to weddings or different kinds of celebrations and festivals, you might want to do that because you might meet somebody, who's maybe even from a distance that could be of a romantic interest to you. I think here that this is saying, there might be some anxiety associated with getting yourself out there more, but, it might be worth trying to conquer and let go of any fears or anxieties. I'm almost seeing now a connection between the Four and this card, the clouds. Letting go of any anxieties or fears you might have of, getting out and being seen.
Well, I like the fact that the clouds, two sides, has one that's pink. So
Yes.
I take that to be the brighter side and maybe the sense of maybe gentleness in a way too. So I think that the garden influencing that is saying that, you can take it slowly. You can, nurture yourself as you consider how you want to navigate through a more social time or stance in your life. And I feel this would be the key towards moving you towards situations where maybe you'll meet somebody who you'll feel attracted to or who the vibrations will feel right. So I'm hoping that's happening. There is nothing very specific, just sort of a general idea that you could be moving towards this. So I hope it's all true.
Good luck with that. It looks positive.
I think
the
so.
sun in the reading really amplifies the potential for
That's true.
something to come to you here.
Yeah.
But when I say that, you really have to go out and seek it. But it's there for the taking if you go out and seek it. So good luck with that.
All right, so now we are on Viddy, and
Yep.
Viddy asks, hi, what's my energy at the moment, and what am I being led to?
Okay.
All right. And remind everybody that we're on again Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. So check us out then too. Also, once again, Banshee's done another stellar show this morning. She's got a lot of views already just within the first hour. It's Banshee's Material Matters. And that was this morning at 10 a.m. But the information is good for all week long. So check that out on our YouTube channel.
Miss Darrell, we're going to do my reading for that reading because it's going to be what is the energy, why is it important, and where is it leading?
Yes.
Liddy.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What is that? Came from one of your...
Belt.
It came from that, probably.
It's from my belt loop.
Oh.
My belt is disintegrating. There's these little leather loops on it, so
Buy
they're
some.
falling around.
Mr. O will wear things till they disintegrate on his body.
Indeed.
Waste not, want not, I guess.
You betcha. All right, card 1.
So what is your energy right now, Viddy? And it's interesting. It's the 3 of Pentacles, upright.
Okay. So I know a lot of times, Viddy, you ask about, going forward in your chosen career, and it's related to the fashion industry. So I think that your energy right now is
being led to work with others.
Could be. It could also be saying, too, that maybe this shows you're falling in a situation where there's a good plan and maybe there's a capable person directing the plan. Everything is kind of go. So this could be saying your energy is right for you to collaborate or to work with others if you can, or to continue seeking your placement in a good job, things like that, because I know you've asked about that before. Hey, Lena.
Hi, Lena. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I think, your energy right now is a spirit of collaboration. Your energy is moving you towards collaborating with others in some way, working with them to either achieve mastery in some area of your, project or goal or some area of your life, and to learn and to build something that could have, lasting implications for you. Why is this important? Well, let's see. I see your hands on the deck and I got confused. Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, why is this important? It's the 8 of Wands reversed.
Not enough spaghetti. That's always important.
Or is that ramen?
Well, it could be ramen. You're right. Sorry about that, Lena. We will say our prayers for your mom, too, and encourage everybody else.
Oh.
We'll check into
very
that in a
sorry.
moment.
We'll do a check-in. All right.
So why is it important? The 8 of Wands reversed. Well, there sort of is a sense of a lessening of energy, or a lessening of, where you want to target yourself. And so I think I want to look at the question again.
Well, can I go on?
Go on.
Okay, because I think I've got something here. The 8 of Wands in this position reversed is saying, why is this important? Because, you are maybe starting to realize that others could benefit you. Working with others, putting your energy into, a group or a business that involves others in some way working with you might be exactly what you need to focus your energies rather than scattering them all over the place.
I like that. I think you said that better than I could have said it.
So where is that heading? Ooh, wow. Where is this leading you, Viddy?
It's the Hierophant.
This is like really cool. So it's the Hierophant upright. It's leading you to a place where you'll find more structure in your life. You'll be able to, make progress. You will learn and grow from this experience of combining your talents with others.
And in the Lenormand, we got the Tower, which of course means maybe an institutional kind of focus, a place where you could be working at or something like that. And the House, a place of comfort.
Like bam, bam,
and
bam,
yes,
bam,
right.
bam.
So I'd love to be, saying to you, things may be really clicking in the future, perhaps.
Did you want to add anything to the Hierophant there that I said?
Yes, the Hierophant in this nuance or in this context, I think really does add to the idea of stabilizing your career or stabilizing yourself with your energy to promote whatever it is you want, whether it's your work life, your career, your home life, etc.
So your energy may have been sputtering a little bit on its own. With these two surrounding that, it looks as though working with others will help you focus your energy. You will learn from each other. You will grow from this, and you'll establish a more stable foundation for yourself. And look, that's mirrored right here in this Lenormand with the house and the tower. It's as if this will provide you with the security and stability you need to grow off of and to build a better, a stronger life for yourself.
Good luck.
I like it. What a nice reading.
Good luck, Viddy.
I hope it's true. Good luck,
You'll have
Viddy.
to let us know. All right, so Jackie's up. Hey, Jackie, will my new project work out well for me, please? How do you want to do that?
Well, the new project, 3 cards.
Okay.
We'll do a yes, no if it's ambiguous.
Sure, I'm going to use my uncommon tarot.
Okay.
I love the uncommon tarot. It was another gift from the Banshee. I guess she didn't see exactly what she thought she wanted in it.
I couldn't resonate with it. I don't know why. It's rare that sometimes I just give them a deck for other reasons I have. Like, for example, during the time period where I really didn't like the fact that justice and strength were reversed, it just bothered me. Those cards could be switched that way.
8 or 11, 11 or 8.
Yeah, and then, of course, some that were more pippy. I was in my era of not liking that, so I'd give it to him. But this one, I just couldn't connect with, so...
There's something about it that it can be pretty abstract in a way. But okay, let's throw our cards and see what we get for you, Jackie. So it's the reversed 4 of Swords.
I like that.
I do too. It's the reversed King of Coins. I don't like that as much. Damn, these constantly reversed cards. And it is the reversed 2 of Coins.
Okay,
So-
and what's the middle one again?
It's the King of Coins reversed.
Hang on, let me get the Lenormand on this one. Yeah, we might want to clarify it with a yes, no.
I think we will.
There could be some struggling here. Oh, that's positive.
There's the moon. Yay, moon. Whoops. And garden. The garden has shown us that sometimes you just look up and there's the moon. Silly me.
Very silly you. So, it looks as though you really want to put a lot of energy into this. You're ready. The 4 of Swords reversed here is a card of renewed energy. Maybe this is a project you've had on the back burner, or if this is something new, it's really re-energized you. You really want to sink yourself into this. But is it enough? Are you ready? You've got the King of Coins reversed here. And it's kind of, and also with the 2 of Coins reversed, it's kind of saying here, do you have everything you need in order to do this? And in particular, do you have the time and the space in your life to devote to this? Because it could upend your world a little bit, getting this off the ground and doing what you need to do. And also... it may not have the best of starts or finishes if you can't devote yourself to it, accordingly.
Right. This is not only reactivating, but maybe you might feel like it heals a part of you too, in a way. Like it
I
just
like
sort
that.
of
Yeah.
gives you a sense of really renewed hope in certain respects. But it's sort of the re-energizing thing you like the most. But it's going to be real busy for you. It's going to be a lot of work and busy, and you may feel like you're having a little bit difficulty aligning this with everything else going on in your busy life. And you may feel basically you'll need help managing it, or you'll be wondering if you are managing it well. It's possible, my glimmer says, that maybe you might find that there's a person who can help you, sort of a partner or a pseudo partner.
Well, somebody out there, or getting some advice from a greater community. Like, for example, if this is for example, even something like a home improvement project, you might want to check out websites or people who have done the work before.
Okay.
In order to get this off the ground. But it looks like others may be involved in some way to achieve success. Getting the right people to do a job, for example, to help you with something. I think here, too, what these two cards are saying reversed here, I'm not as worried about this one. This shows you want to be in on this. You want to put your energy towards this. So I'm not saying not to do it. But what I would say is you've got to make sure you've got yourself organized and ready. This shows a little bit of disorder in your universe, and that you're going to have some difficulty juggling this with other responsibilities and things you have to do.
Well, part of it makes me wonder if this is a more casual project that doesn't need, a dedicated manager. And so the garden may be leading me to say that maybe amongst more casual friends or acquaintances, there may be somebody who can give you tips at least, if not, take a looky at it. But I feel like it's mostly going to be, a sense of devotion on your part, moving yourself to that.
Let's do a yes, no.
All right.
You want to use that deck? Are you going to be able to see the aces in that one?
Yes, the aces are visible in this.
Okay, I can't remember. All right. Okay. We're going to ask specifically if
Yes
it will
or
be
no.
successful. Yes or no. Will work out well for you.
Do you want to shuffle them too?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm good. I trust your energy. No? Okay.
Ten of Cups.
Well, that's nice. These aces were visible.
That's why we haven't seen any yet.
All right, what's that one?
It's the Page of Swords reversed
Interesting.
and the Ten of
Okay.
Cups.
So it's leaning towards no, but I want to reinforce here it's not a definite no, and
Right.
especially with one of those cards in the mix here. I think it could make you happy. I think that, there would be some successful conclusion. The Ten of Cups really does reinforce that. The Ten of Cups is here, along with the is it Ace of Cups you said?
That's the Ace of Swords.
Ace of Swords. So, whatever the case may be, you've got one ace, and that is good. Now, the Page of Swords reverse indicates that you really are going to have to put some thought and planning into this. You can't just carelessly go out there to get this done, because those other cards too, those Pentacle cards, that King of Pentacles reversed and that Two of Pentacles reversed, really were saying pretty much the same thing. You have to have things in order and organized and balanced in order for you to pull this off. And again, the Page of Swords is kind of about balance here, not being there. So that's what could cause failure. So you're going to have to plan this out carefully to get the success you want.
Sometimes when that Page of Swords shows up, I wonder if there's a question here of whether this embroiders upon some sort of sense of tact or diplomacy or timing, in a way like that, you might have to motivate people at a particular point that seems more, appropriate, rather than one where maybe they might feel differently about you. So it's like, maybe it's about knowing your audience that you're working with one way or the other. Just a feeling.
Okay.
All right. Well, good luck,
Well,
Jackie.
that's what we have for you. So I think it's highly possible it could turn out well for you, but it's, just plan it out good. Just plan it out better. And make sure, you can put
You're
your
welcome.
time and energy there
You're welcome.
without really throwing your life into chaos. Okay. No big deal. Okay, the Aries is up, right? Yep. Do you see a winter wedding for me in the future? Heck, I actually enjoy a winter wedding. Well, I don't see why you can't demand one anyway, but let's take a look. A winter wedding. How do you want to do that?
Well, it's basically a yes or no question, but we don't have to ask it as a yes or no. We could do that in reserve. Is that the basic question, or is it the idea expressed afterwards? Should we just take it one step at a time?
Would I like? Well, I think it will come out. And then hopefully they'll get married.
Hi, Shreya.
They aren't asking that, but they're hoping they get married in that year. So, let's just look at the winter wedding.
Okay.
Hey, you're very welcome, Viddy. Good luck with that energy.
Good luck.
Hi, Shreya. Yeah, we can add you, I think. It's just barely going on 3 now, so...
Yepper.
All right. Ooh, make sure I pulled one card there. I thought so. Wow, it's the Queen of Pentacles upright. And I don't know that this is necessarily a winter card, but I like it because the Queen of Pentacles just sort of reminds me of winter sometimes. The Queen of Swords, too. The Four of Cups upright. But here's something to fly in the face of that, the Sun. Wow, that's a nice card. I like that
I like
card.
it. Yep.
It's very cool.
Over in the Lenormand, we get the garden and the letter.
Well, obviously, I don't think you're going to have a garden wedding if you have it in the winter, depending on where you are. I mean, I suppose if it's California, Arizona, whatever, it might be sunny and comfortable all the time or most of the time. But clearly, I think a wedding is possible in the winter months. Everything is positive here addressing that. The Four of Cups a little bit is saying, well, maybe you really want to give this more thought. Is it really what you want? You're being offered in the traditional Four of Cups, you're being offered that fourth cup. Do you really want it? And you're sitting back and thinking about it. So you may want to give this thought, when you get popped the question and see if it's right for you and your partner involved. The Queen of Pentacles here is indicating, you You can control the narrative here. You can make it happen. I think here you're in a good position to do that. I think you are asking if you would like it. I think you would. I think this is saying it would make you feel very comfortable.
Well,
I'm going to stop there before the sun.
The sun itself is about weddings, or could be about marriages, weddings. But I agree with Banshee for the most part that if you're offered this idea of the wedding, you're probably really stoked for it. You're ready for it. The Queen of Pentacles, sometimes Pentacles does talk about a winter kind of part of the year, a winter season. So I think these things do promote the idea that a wedding could happen in the winter and that you would like it. I think you would very much like it. Just the idea of finally, getting, your desire to be married.
It would bring you joy, the sun is saying, and a sense of comfort and happiness, and that everything is just perfect. So I think if that's what you want, you should do it. Now, it's interesting the garden is here, because I would just say to you, with the sun in the garden here, that it's saying winter or summer. It would be either, would probably make you feel pretty happy. It would come off well. I feel here there's, this is just like invitations to a wedding, which is really funny. So, another thing is, if you if you are invited to weddings, a wedding in the winter, see what you think about that. I mean, because let's face it, the winter can have its problems. People having to get to you in the winter months. You know how sometimes, for example, if people are coming from different parts of the country, there could be delays. There could be airport delays and stuff like that. And so there are things for you to consider here, I feel I'm seeing in the cards, as far as a winter wedding goes. But I think it would make you feel very happy.
All right.
So good luck with that.
Good luck.
Yes, no, right, and yeah, so, and you got to get to the venue and the church on time, or to the hall on time. All right.
So Libra's up.
Can I have a thing around this? I guess not.
General reading for Libra. I'm going to use my black tarot.
Okay. Just a general? Okay.
General. And my deck flipped around. Gosh darn it.
Oh, huh.
I don't know how that happened. I hate when that happens. Sorry. Can you kill time for me? Probably not. But thanks for trying.
Interesting combo here.
Thanks anyways.
What was I supposed to do?
Kill time.
Kill time?
Talk about shows.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Well, you're nice.
I'm sorry, I was lost in thought a little bit here.
So, card one is the reversed Eight of Wands.
We've seen that come up before.
And then we have the reversed Three of Wands. And then finally we have the reversed Ten of Cups.
Oh, some of this, at least those first two cards, really fit in with this Lenormand. There's Libra, the Lady, and
the clouds.
Yeah. And the dark side I would consider facing the lady there.
Okay. Yep.
So that's why I think it fits with those first two cards pretty nicely. You know, the Eight of Wands is indicating kind of scattering your energy right now. You may be feeling scattered in some way, Libra. Where to put your energy, what to do, or maybe the fact that you've been doing too much and you're starting to feel a little bit burnt out. And so with the Three of Wands here, it's almost as if it feels to me like you feel burnt out, and that yet you also don't feel like you're making any progress. So in other words, you may have been doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, another thing here, and ultimately you feel like you're getting nowhere, right? And I feel here with the Ten of Cups reversed, it's making you feel a little bit unhappy with the state of affairs. Whether this is in your home environment, which could be, it sounds like it could be more in your personal life and space rather than work, but I'm not going to rule out that it also has to do with work, that progress just isn't being achieved. You're not getting out of the situation where you desire, and there seems to be a lot of confusion because there's the clouds. That you are very confused right now on what you need to do to fix this.
I wonder if you're being heavily affected by the Mercury retrograde.
Bam, I was going to
possibly,
say that too.
Libra,
Yeah.
because you are an air sign, and Mercury does sort of have more of an effect on some air signs, perhaps. With the Eight of Wands, and I'm looking at it with the Three of Wands, it really feels like you just have lost some motivation or energy, or that you feel what you are focusing on is eluding you, that maybe it's slipping from your grasp, not necessarily because you can't focus on it, but maybe it was an opportunity, the Three of Wands, that seems to be slipping away. Those cards are combining to tell me that maybe through no fault of your own, some opportunity you were hoping for seems to be slowly slipping away, or not so slowly slipping away. So it may be an impact on your happiness in general, on the sense of your family. Maybe this was an opportunity to do something that would have, really advanced, family connections or outcomes for the family in general. But it could also relate, like Banshee said, to maybe, your business life too, or other parts of your life.
I can't say anything more. I think that's what we have for you. Anything else?
Well, I didn't get to the Lenormand yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the Lenormand, it seems like what this is mostly a matter of you having maybe not the perspective you need here to really recognize what it is to make changes here. Maybe that there's something that confuses you about what you can do here. And so you may be hanging in there thinking more clarity can happen at some point. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
All right, it's Kara.
Hey, Kara, what do we got?
Your deck.
Yes, I know. Let me use this one. So what does Freya have for you? Well, Freya has the Empress reversed. Freya wants to know why you maybe aren't taking better care of yourself, Miss Kara, in some way. Whether it's in the physical realm, the emotional realm, the mental realm, there's something more you need to address here.
I could agree with that. It could be Freya feeling like you're kind of coasting a little bit, like you're not
Ooh.
really, Freya wants you to be more productive, basically, in some way. Maybe it's artistically, but maybe it could be in other parts of your life.
Wow. Well, why is that important? Oh. Another major arcana. The High Priestess reversed.
It's important because maybe Freya doesn't feel you're understanding it on a deeper level. You understand it maybe consciously, but maybe you don't understand this more in your spirit somehow, or intuitive sense.
Are you feeling disconnected from, some of the energies around you, your connections with the gods, or with your guides? I think here that maybe she's feeling that this what needs the tender loving care right now is your inner self, your inner connections with the divine.
Ooh.
I'm wondering here.
So where will it lead?
It's three
okay.
major arcana, and look at that.
I thought it was the tower.
Is that not crazy?
It's not the tower, it's the Fool.
And yeah, so the Fool is upright now. So where are things headed? So I think here it's kind of odd to see this without seeing the Lenormand too, but don't put them out there yet. Don't do it. Don't do it now. Because I guess what she wants you to do, what she has for you, is she wants you to get your act together, restart your connections, which seem to be, if not forgotten, you've just been a little bit lax here, and you need to reconnect again. And that new adventures and explorations await when you do. I think here, maybe right now she thinks that you are, that, oh God, I don't know what I want to say. I have to think about this more.
When I saw
else.
the Fool, I thought
What
the
did you
words
think?
in my head were lift off. Like a rocket lifting off to go explore space.
Wow, I like that. I like that because I think what it's saying here is it's time to, maybe you're worried, or you're just feeling out of touch for a reason. You're trying to avoid some inner wisdom you need to tap into right now. And the Fool being here is saying, where this is headed is, you need to take a chance and go back and listen to whatever the messages are, because they're for your own good, and they can open up new pathways for you.
The fish, which is abundance. But because it's whips, is it an abundance of pain?
Ooh.
I don't know. But it's multiple whips. It's not a whip. So this sounds like an S&M scene to me, Cara.
I can't
I can't even.
But anyway, it's interesting to see the whip of the fish. I think what this is saying is that basically you should move on this, because I feel here there's an abundance of knowledge to be gained from rekindling your connections right now with the divine source within you. Maybe this is the saying, I know Mercury retrograde is ending. Mercury retrograde's a really good time to tap into the inner resources and the inner realms. And it ain't over yet. And remember, Kara, we're entering the dark part of the year now. So this is a time for you to really start working with ancestral spirits again, or, divine connections and spirit guides and all of that. This is a great time for that. So maybe that's what Freya has for you right now. She wants you to kick yourself back in gear here.
Pick up the slack. Get moving. That's the whip.
Yep.
But it will lead you towards abundance, or it will impact on what you're trying to do with that. And abundance itself is an aspect of the Empress.
It could mean fast growth for you if you do this. Some of it might be painful. Mr. O alluded to that. Shadow work isn't for the faint of heart either. You have to confront realistically things in our lives that we need to address and change and be honest with ourselves. That can be painful, but it's necessary. And you come out a lot better for it. So good luck with that.
And I think we are close to closing the list. Not quite yet. Maybe room for one more. We'll see.
More, maybe if we have time, and it just depends.
We'll see.
We're on Dr. V now. There's only
right.
Lena, Shreya,
and Rajeshwari has joined us.
Oh, Raj is here. Well, we'll add Raj.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Okay, so Dr. Victor asks, career job reading for 2024. Any transition to a new role different from the current workplace?
Oh.
Okay. So I'm going to use the Global Fusion. Hey, Raj. The Global Fusion Intuitive.
Okay.
For Dr. V.
Actually,
We can try, Raj, when it's your turn.
I think I want to use...
All right. Career job reading. Card 1 is the reversed Queen of Pentacles, which sounds awfully familiar. Oh, I guess it came up recently. But then we have the Five of Cups, and it's upright. And then we have another 5, the reversed Five of Swords.
Dang!
So
there it is again.
These have some qualities that I think we're going to have to
Holy
address
moly,
here,
Dr.
Victor.
V.
Yeah.
Let me go see what the Lenormand gives us before we start, because I definitely see a story unfolding there.
And let me see if I can bring a little light here.
All right. Okay, well, Mr. O. Don't know what this is.
The house always wins, right? Nope, the letter.
I may have to think about that Lenormand, but I definitely see some stuff here. I don't know that I see another position for you right at this time, Dr. V, outside your company. The cards are just, almost too negative for that.
They are.
They are pretty negative. But what they're painting a picture of is this. You're unhappy with things right now, either materially, financially, or the actual place you work at. You just don't feel things are right for you here. And when you get the Five of Cups upright, that's also indicating to me some very serious disappointments going on. So much so that there may be some silver lining to where you're at, but you really can't see it. You want to look beyond it. You kind of want to move on. That Five of Swords reversed here is saying this to me. If conditions are really bad, I always say necessity is the mother of invention, right? So you may have to take it upon yourself to seek out these opportunities. So even though I don't see one coming to you, I really feel here, if you're feeling not happy where you are right now, this is the time to really start working on moving on. This is saying, maybe this isn't worth the fight or the struggle anymore. It's time for you to move on to something else, whether it's in the cards or not. And the cards are not very clear that anything is happening right now. I'll get to the Lenormand after.
Another way of looking at this is to take the point of view of the company you're working at. And that would also suggest pretty much the same. The Queen of Pentacles reverse may indicate that the company is dealing with feelings about, their success, either financially or otherwise. The Five of Cups also expresses that idea that they may be disappointed and they may be feeling that they don't have options. They probably do, though, but maybe they're not able to or don't want to consider those options. And maybe that's because of the Five of Swords, because maybe those options are saying that really they might have to dissolve the company or dissolve certain aspects of it to free up capital for other things. So these sound more like, to me, they could also interpret it to the company's point of view in terms of what you're asking.
Well, he's asking if there's any new role different from his current workplace.
I don't see that here
Yeah.
because I sort of see the company having too many struggles of its own.
Okay, but...
It could be elsewhere, yes, and maybe that's where I see that with the Lenormand in a way.
Well, that's what I'm thinking here, is for your own comfort and security's sake, you need to start just getting resumes out there. And maybe you have been already, but the idea is don't give up on that. Keep working on it. It seems like it's still a work in progress if anything is going to change this for you. And I sort of see with the house here, maybe what it's saying is you're staying where you are right now. That's what the cards are saying. Now, ask us in a month or two and the cards might say differently. But I really feel here it's going to be up to you to try to find what you need to do. Find the place you can walk away from this to. That's what we have for you.
Alrighty.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Dr. V.
So, and you asked about the rest of 2024 too, Dr. V. I'm hoping this will last throughout 2024. And like I said, the more work you can do to try to move on into another position, then the better. The better your chances of getting out of it before the end of 2024. Okay. So Lena's up. And about her mom. Oh, Lena, I'm so sorry.
Okay, and Lena's mom's name is Leela, so let's keep that in our thoughts. We're hoping that Leela recovers, but we are looking for that in our reading. I know it's a difficult moment for you right now.
It is tough when we deal with our parents and our elder parents. This is the sideways deck. Right. Well, the Three of Cups is reversed. Ten of Wands is upright. And the Eight of Cups is reversed. I want to see the Lenormand too.
Okay, you will. The Key and the Bear.
Oh boy. Well, she's in for a fight, Lena. Let me just say that. I'm going to start with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands indicates that there's burdens, there's difficulties she is facing right now. They're hard. They're hard on her physically. They may be hard on her emotionally. The Three of Cups indicates, there's maybe some, I don't know. There may be some differences of opinions out there on how best to treat your mom at this point. I'm thinking here that this might have to do with her healthcare team and, some of the things that they're facing with her care. I'm just having that feeling here. This might also indicate right now that there's just like you might be feeling right now, and maybe even your mom to some extent, that the support system around you right now is kind of failing you. You don't feel like things are helping. And with the Eight of Cups reversed here, it is reversed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I was looking at it. Yes, it is. The Eight of Cups reversed here is indicating that things aren't improving fast. Things are staying where they are right now. I don't see forward progress at the moment. And the key here seems to be your mother's strength and endurance to live. So anything you can do to be there for her, to give her the encouragement to overcome whatever she is facing, could be critical to helping her succeed. Every little bit of encouragement will help. That she's strong enough, that she can take this, she can do this. It's going to be key here to, her getting through this. And all of this being said, before Mr. goes on, I want to remind people here that, the tarot's a snapshot in time. We know that conditions can change at the drop of a hat one way or another. And a lot depends on fate and circumstances. But this is what the tarot is seeing right now. It's a tough battle she's facing.
I think the Ten of Wands also represents the idea that her condition is being supported, perilous as it may be, that there is a sense of that. But I combined the Three of Cups with the Eight of Cups, both reversed, and I feel that maybe your mom feels, other than you and maybe a few others, she's not feeling the love or the support of the family or people that maybe she normally might feel really are on her side. And so some of that could be her own perception, but some of that could also be based on maybe her own interactions with people. Is she, connected to everyone in her family, or are there, some experiences that have kind of, driven a little bit of a wedge between her and people? So if that's the case, I think Banshee's right again. The key is she needs to be strengthful for herself for her own reasons, that although she may not be feeling the love of everyone else, she and you and whoever else do need to love her and encourage her to go on for your sakes.
Yeah. Well, not just for your sakes, but also just for her own sake.
Mm-hmm.
That she is strong enough to handle this, and that, you will be there to support her, on her mission of good health again. It's really key right now that she feels the love and support, and also being encouraged that she too has the strength to overcome anything. So that's the best we can hope for with our families. And I know it's difficult, as we get older, you sometimes wonder if the healthcare people really take us seriously enough and really are working for us, or they're just giving us palliative care to see us on the other side. It's tough, it's a tough position. And I wish I could offer you more encouragement at this time. I just think the cards are saying the reality of the situation, that it's not going to be easy. And she's going to have to fight for her life, basically. And we all have to do that in a way. We may not see it every day, those of us who are in better health than others, but we do. In our own ways, we're fighting for our lives every day. Right. So I wish you luck with that. I'm sorry. Hey, check back in with us as this is unfolding, and we'll see if, we see any signs conditions are improving. Good luck with that. I don't see anything like changing necessarily for the worse. It's almost as if they're staying kind of where they are right now, kind of tenuous.
Hi, Candy B.
We'll add you to the list, Candy B. And that may be it. Let's close the list with Candy B.
Well, we only have Shreya, Raj, and Candy B before.
Well, if one more comes in, I might be agreeable,
okay.
but only one more. Let's keep it at that. See, I draw a line and then suddenly he's, whoa. I can't win.
Well, Violet went ahead anyways and did it.
Ah!
That's my lady.
I see you agreed with me on that 3 of Cups, Violet. Yeah, it just hit me that way. 2.
I know that's right. Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so Shreya's up, and the question was again, let's see.
About that boyfriend.
Oh, boyfriend. That's right. Broke up with my boyfriend. I felt it was becoming toxic. So I wondered, should I give him a second chance? Well, I don't know. If he's looking for a second chance, well, let's take a look here.
Okay,
Your
it's
deck,
my cards,
right?
yes. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to use the James Bond deck, also known as the Tarot of the Witches, but it was featured. It's a promotion from the James Bond movie Live and Let Die, but I don't believe it was the tarot deck in the movie.
I don't think so.
And that deck was its own created one too, I think, for the movie. I don't believe that deck exists in real life, though this one does. You're welcome, Candy. First card, Temperance. Second card is the reversed 5 of Cups.
Ooh.
And the final card is the upright 10 of Wands.
The Temperance, the 5 of Cups. Oh, yeah. 10 of
reversed.
Wands upright.
This one's reversed.
Yeah, I know. So that's really interesting to me because look at this.
The Tower. Whoops. It just fell from my hands. And the Whip. Whip it good.
Well,
Shreya.
it's interesting to me to see the 5 of Pentacles, Cups, in the center of these 2 cards. It's kind of an odd combination here. And why? Because I feel like this could go either way for you, Shreya. On the one hand, maybe there would be peace, there would be calm, there might be more stability now. Maybe if you gave them a second chance. And on the other hand here, we have the 10 of Wands, which indicates, or will it be more stress and, things that are kind of burdening you in order to do this? Do you want to face the things that caused you some grief before? And then the 5 of Cups is reversed in the middle, and the 5 of Cups is kind of almost like saying, should I stay, should I go sort of thing with should I go? Maybe it's saying if you really want more peace of mind and you want more stability and balance in your life, maybe it's time to chart a new course here. Now that you've let this relationship go. Because there could be more stress and anxiety ahead if you go forward.
It seems to me like, you could keep the peace maybe, and emotionally you might feel okay there, you might feel something there. But there would be burden somehow, and some of that might be, just even your own internal burden of wondering if this is going to go south again, that kind of thing. Or maybe the fact that maybe, this other person doesn't really know how to handle their toxicity, as you mentioned. So the thing is that I agree with Banshee. I think that this is saying really, you may want to really feel about going a new course here. And of course, depending on how much in connection you are still with them, that presents a certain level of anxiety for you, having to have a final confrontation or any sort of, dialogue over that maybe causes anxiety.
Well, the Lenormand is an interesting one too, these 2 cards together, and I'm really going to go out on a limb on one of the ways I'm going to interpret the Lenormand, but in a more traditional sense, I would say this: don't let them push, a structured relationship back on you at this time. Don't let them try to move quickly here into something. You have to make sure that there is, that this isn't going to be the way it was before. The things that caused you to want to divest from this relationship and give, and so I would say take it more slow rather than fast. But on the other hand, I looked at this Lenormand and I thought, well, maybe what you have to do here is take them off their ivory tower a little bit, and make them realize that, you're not going to allow, any of the behavior before to happen and become institutionalized. In other words, I'm not taking you back so you can be the same old you. Things have to really change. And with the tower here, I'm wondering, are they really willing to make those changes?
And I feel like that's why temperance is there then, is because in this pursuance of, trying to remove them from their tower or deal with their sense of entitlement, being in control, they need to know that.
So that's the kind of things you think you will need to address if you really want to give them a second chance. But, just looking at that interesting thing here, this is like a new beginning. New relationships might be possible that might open up better worlds for you, and these two are on either side of that. And so will you be able to get this balance and calm by going back, or will it be more of the same?
You're the key in any regard.
Think about it. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Shreya. Good to see you again.
Raj is up.
Hi, Raj. Can you give me my future spouse reading? Should we do that one that we do?
Oh, well, let's give it a shot.
And then, of course, we can also tell something about that relationship.
I guess I'll use this quirky animal deck for this
Alrighty.
one. All right.
So she has developed a reading, or she knows of a reading that we have used on occasion.
I developed it. It's something in my head, and sometimes I like to switch it up a little bit, so I'm not sure how I want to do this here today. So you want to know about your future spouse. Let's see if we can kind of tie it all together with them, more than about where a relationship would head.
Right, so we have to hold
Let's
this
try
as
to
the idea.
focus it on the future
The person
spouse.
that you would marry.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Shreya.
You're welcome, Shreya.
I hope that was helpful.
It was an interesting reading. It's funny, Violet. I was just going to say that last few sessions we've had, a couple of them, Thursdays, todays, maybe a little bit the happy hour, but really these last two, cards are more clear. There's a lot more clarity and things just fitting. And I get there's been some that have been a little uncertain, but I really feel it's because Mercury's starting to wind itself down finally. I know there's still a shadow, but things happen in increments here. And I'm kind of feeling more clarity with my cards and stuff. Oh, I know. I forgot what I was doing here, and there it is. Bam. So, the first card I look for is a court card, and the first card I pulled is the Knight of Swords upright. And that's really positive. I think this person will probably be pretty close in age to you. I think that this person has a lot of energy, a lot of drive, and a lot of capacity for intellectual pursuits. They're very fair-minded. They tend to be very quick. But the thing is, they're not carelessly quick. When the Knight of Swords is upright, they know what they're doing. When they move fast, it's because their brain is working equally fast to sort out the reasons why they're making the decisions they are, the moves they are. They're very sharp. They could be an air sign. And I think here that it's possible they're either, still maybe taking some coursework or classes, or they're out of school and working in a career, maybe not completely settled yet. In other words, there still could be some upward mobility one way or another.
Yes, I too feel that they could be an air sign, or they could have air sign energy in their chart. So that means Libra, Gemini, Aquarius possibly. I feel that they are probably more about your age. I don't feel that and I don't know how old you are, but I don't feel that they're like a great distance between you. I also feel too, though, that they are probably maybe recently or somewhat recently out of school or out of whatever they're doing, and maybe pursuing their job options, their career options. I feel they're forceful without necessarily being cruel. They just sort of know what they want, and they're very directed or focused towards achievement.
Well, this almost flies a little bit in the face of the other card I drew, but let's go with it. So basically, the way I'm going to look at this card is that this is kind of underlying personality things about them. And it could be, positive attributes. It could be some shadow things that they need to work on. And I feel here that they do have a tendency to have high expectations of others, and so sometimes they may be a little bit hypercritical in how they view how other people are doing things. You could maybe lock horns a little bit with them, but everybody's got their faults, and I think this is one of their faults, that they expect some people to just know the right things to do the right things at the right time, and that they don't have to be told what to do. And I also feel here that in some sense, they don't always practice what they preach. In other words, maybe it's possible here, they've got a lot of energy, they've got a lot of drive, and they like to move fast, that they don't always get everything in order that they need to. And they might multitask to a fault. And in other words, they think they've got a handle on everything, but they don't.
So in regards to the fact that maybe they are somewhat a thinking person, maybe intellectual, or just maybe very logical, process driven, I also feel that that's the shortcoming too, is that they may not be as collaborative as they should be, that they may not always listen to other people's advice, that they sort of feel mostly they know what they need to. It's not to say that they never do, but they still may value their own knowledge more so than what others may input to them.
I'm not sure I'm seeing any connection with sports here right now. I will say this, that this person is very active and very energetic. So, physicality might be somewhat important to them, but I'm not really sure it's athletic. Exercise and, fitness might be the kind of thing that they would be into.
Maybe from a hobby point of view, just, activity they like to partake in, but I don't think that that's their focus. They're not in a sports career or industry.
No, they could be a runner. They might like running. They might like fast-moving things, fast cars.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're getting something.
All right, so the next card, the Six of Wands. Okay, reversed. This is really interesting to me, too. So I wanted to get another bead on some aspects of their life here. And I get the feeling here, sometimes they feel like they're not appreciated for the things they do for others. That they really need, in a sense, to be supported and appreciated for the things that they do. I think they do try to do things for others. Sometimes maybe,
It's an interesting contradiction in a way that they don't necessarily want to collaborate with people, but they want people to maybe understand them more too. So it is kind of
appreciate them
or
more.
appreciate them
in
more.
other words, they want to do it all themselves, and then they wonder why people don't appreciate them for it. Maybe it's because people want to be a part of the process too.
And it goes back to maybe that nature of sort of being first, because the Knight of Swords sort of has this rushing in quality about it.
So I would say that, they're not bad people. They just have some little flaws. Let's move on and see what you've got there.
The lilies.
Ooh. I like that.
And the clover.
Wow.
So
wow.
I like those too.
I'm not even sure what to say here. But I almost think that that certain circumstances in their lives that seem fortuitous, just lucky breaks or epiphanies that happen, will really spur them to grow beyond some of these limitations that they may have.
Right.
I really think what this is also saying, that despite what shortcomings you may have to deal with here, on some level, this union could be pretty lucky and long-term for you as well.
It feels that way.
So, we all have our faults. And it just depends what you can live with or not. Don't accept somebody who's maybe always going to tell you what to do or how to do things and think they can do it better than you. You will be able to stop. You will be able to get them to understand, and by appreciating the little things that they do for you, and also appreciating the times that they encourage you.
It sounds like they're describing, or we're describing, the person they were involved with, maybe.
Oh, wow. Well, but you never know who else could come into your life that could be
True.
like that.
I just thought that was a nice observation you made there, too,
Yeah.
Raj.
It was, but it wasn't worth interrupting me for.
To me, it was. I love interrupting you, dear.
So interesting reading. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight there. Good luck with that.
Candy B, hey. Will there be transformation financially for me? Oh, I sure hope so. Wouldn't that be great? Everybody needs to transform financially. Let's see, what deck should I use?
All right.
I'm going to use the Uncommon Tarot again.
You are welcome, Rajeshwari. Good luck with that.
Yes, blessings to you.
Well, you never know if the person comes back in your life or it's somebody else.
You never know, right?
Yeah.
Over the last few years, it does seem like some relationships kind of ebb and flow here. We notice that with different people when they talk about some people. Sometimes it's forever, but not always.
Well, and sometimes it ends up coming back. Or what goes around comes around sometimes.
There is that too. All right, Candy B. And we will do a yes or no if we don't feel this is conclusive enough. So the first card is the reverse Three of Wands. The next card is the reverse Ten of Wands, which I like that one better when it's reversed.
That's good.
And the next one is the reversed Six of Swords.
That's not so good.
That's not so bad either. You're right.
Not so bad? It's not so good. The reverse Six
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
Swords?
You're right.
All right. Well, let's talk about what's needed here. Well, I'm not going to say we could do a yes, no, and maybe we should, but let's take a look at present conditions right now. I think that maybe whatever your conditions are, what's needed here is a better strategy. Possibly even shelving. You spoke of transformation. Transformation happens not just when we open our hearts and are willing to receive it, but we have to make it happen. So I think you're better planning, better strategizing on how to achieve the goals you truly want for yourself. And that includes maybe looking at what you have right now or where you are and deciding if your goals have been realistic and achievable or not. And maybe trying to take some steps to do that. Let's take it card by card.
Right. I feel that this could be addressing the idea that you're not sure if everything that looked like an opportunity really was. So maybe there's a sense of doubt on where you want to exploit opportunities as you see them. You might have to either try to be more brave or I'm not sure.
So is that the 6 or the 4 of swords?
It's the 6.
Okay, it just, for some reason, it looks like the 4 to me, but I'm crazy. I don't see the 6 swords, but...
You're right, it is the 4 of swords. It's that.
This changes things.
It's that number. Okay, sorry.
That deck, I'm telling you, you got to watch that deck. So, I gave it to him, so I know. But at any rate, so let's talk about this. So that's what I'm saying. Something you're going to have to think about, a better long-term strategy here. Because you are very capable of making things more stress-free for yourself, you know, making a financial world for yourself right now that has less burdens and less stress and less baggage attached to it. Whether that baggage is debts that you've incurred or whether that baggage is getting jobs that just are not achieving the financial goals you need for yourself, you're very capable of making these changes.
The Ten of Wands reverse suggests shifting of burdens.
Yes.
So on one level, this could be saying maybe you find a way to get bills paid differently or get a loan to pay bills, or if that's not where the burdens are, maybe there's other situations where maybe somebody says, I can help you watch your children if that's involved, or I can put in a good word for you at a place I work at, and maybe, you know, they'll take you on even though you don't have all the requirements that they might want. It could mean different things like that.
And ultimately, with the 4 of Swords reversed, see, now that I know it's that card, instead of staying where you are right now, this does indicate some re-energizing going on here. As if now, you know, you're fired up to make the changes you need to make in order to achieve financial success. And that's what's necessary here, is putting more of your energy and your drive and your motivation behind achieving the stress-free life that you want for yourself.
Were there possibly health reasons or situations that maybe kept you away? This card could indicate healing or feeling more refreshed, able to return to the work situation or to other situations.
Well, I think here that could be a part of the three of wands, you know, that there's missed opportunities. There were setbacks, there were delays because maybe things were not well thought out, or maybe, like you said, maybe you've spent so much time thinking and planning that you've missed some opportunities for growth that presented themselves. But you can change things around here. You can unburden yourself. You can focus all this energy you have on achieving the financial security you're looking for. I think here with the garden and the whip, it's saying...
No, that's the birds.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It's the birds. And I knew that. Because what I was going to say is there's communication that's essential here. You need to really start... You know, I could look at this a number of different ways. Whether it's getting resumes out and seeking the jobs that will get you there. Whether it's communicating with others to sell a product or get, you know... to bring more money or revenue to you, whether it's communicating with financial advisors or debt advisors to help you get out of a hole that you're in. This is what you need to do now. You need to move fast on networking, on working with others to, you know, help turn this around for yourself.
So I think you gave us a little clue there. Right now, currently you're at home, but maybe you might feel you would be branching out eventually. And that could be, but either way, you know, you are concerned with what would transform you financially. And some of that could still be like what we've indicated, finding ways to shift certain things that hold you back or that impede on that transformation or progress. So with the birds and the whip, what I'm feeling here maybe is that this is saying really some of this involves good old-fashioned networking, connecting with people when you're looking for situations. You might have to find who is around a network of similar kind of interest to yours if you're trying to find a particular kind of workplace or situation.
Well, like these birds, I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Uh-oh.
And also say that, maybe this is also talking to you, that we got to watch the negative speak we give ourselves. The whip here can sometimes be about harsh words, criticism, and when I combine it with the birds, which sometimes can also be negative, the birds are generally a neutral card. This can be neutral to negative. And so the birds can be influenced by this card. And so what I'm thinking here, Candy, is don't talk negative to yourself about your situation right now. You need to focus on the positive here, that you can put your energy towards easing the strains you're feeling right now. Focus on positive speak to yourself. If you got to do some affirmation work, I know that sounds corny, but it's not. All of this stuff, try to bolster yourself and get yourself in the mindset that you can actually release the burdens you're feeling.
Even if you feel you have missed some opportunities, it doesn't mean that you won't miss future ones.
Yeah, right. So focus on now moving forward from here.
Good for you.
Good luck with that.
Good for you.
Wishing you the best.
Absolutely.
Hey, Violet. You're
Hey,
up.
Violet.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good question. I like that. Let's use this deck.
Metamucil.
Metamucil. That'll move things.
Or shift. Sorry. I speak from experience.
Oh my goodness.
So like we mentioned earlier, don't forget to watch us on Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, tomorrow we're going to have the Unhappy Hour at 4 p.m. It is a recorded show for the elemental signs of the zodiac as well as a general one for the world at large. But we hope to turn that frown upside down, so check it out.
Got the Lenormand. So what is it and where's it leading you? That definitely sounds like my reading.
It does.
And it's going to be... What is it? Talk about a shift. It's the Six of Pentacles reversed. So what is this shift you're experiencing? You want to, you've been feeling unbalanced and you're looking for that balance again. You're looking for you to receive what you feel you're putting out there. One way or another, you want balance restored in your life. And maybe this is even on a physical level. I can't rule out that, there are things going on in your body right now that require more balancing and could be a part of what's going on. This is an Earth card after all, so it could be about something physical in your life and trying to find ways to restore balance once more.
You may also feel too like other people need to understand more of what you're going through. People that are permanent, not just anybody, but people in your situations, and feel that, you're trying as hard as you can and you need for them to understand that, all of us have a certain sense of limitations.
Wow, this is really
Why
interesting.
is this important?
It's really interesting why this one's here. Why is this important? Well,
The Four of Pentacles.
on a certain level here, this speaks of a foundation because, you know, we got to take care of our bodies. We got to take care of what we have, right? We have to appreciate our bodies. We have to appreciate our, you know, and also what we have and what we want to acquire. So I think the Four of Pentacles here is an interesting card relating to this. Is you need to focus on what you have right now. And that could include the talents and abilities you feel you have. Maybe they're shifting you into another direction. And sometimes that can cause this imbalance going on.
I think it's also saying, too, that you feel a little bit more drawn to being protective about all these things, too, and to making sure that things are secure.
And, you know, this is 2 Pentacle cards now we have
Yes.
here. And so where are things headed? Uh-oh. You Aries, you. You reckless Aries, you.
No.
Well, I think what it's saying here is that I think what this is saying is there is a need now for you to look before you leap. Before you make changes and modifications that aren't right for you. You know, this is not a time to just act too spontaneously. This is a time to really carefully plan what you need to do here. Do the due diligence necessary before you get in too deep to something that really you'll realize later this isn't making things better.
To me, I guess it's an extra reminder of that card, you know, to be careful.
Yeah. What do you have? What?
The Cross and the Rider.
Okay. Wow. Well, I have to say, this time is not going to be easy for you. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of feelings of some turbulence here. You know, I'm almost feeling like you feel this shift could make you sad in some ways, could make you feel like something's not missing, but maybe that you have to say goodbye to something in order to make this shift in this.
And that's interesting because, of course, some of these cards are talking about, you know, trying to safeguard certain things.
Well, and it's also talking about your body and your health, too. So, in other words, you know, maybe you have to give up some indulgences to make your life better. Maybe there are certain things and habits that you have to let go of to do what you want to do, to shift in the direction you want to shift.
Or you have to accept a particular fact, you know.
You have to appreciate that more, you know, that's what you have to do. And it's not a time where spontaneity is going to serve you well. These moves have to be well thought out, because if they're not, you know, in a way, when I look at the Rider upright, you know, because the Rider's always upright, but the Fool too, because they're both about movement in a way. And you know, the Rider's on the move, and the Fool wants you to make reckless moves here, which you should not do. So make sure the moves that you make are not going to give you more grief and make you feel empty. You know, emptier than you maybe have been feeling. So that's a cautionary tale.
Something here maybe from the Six of Pentacles says you need to be secure unto yourself and not to let other people try to tell you what your value is.
So whatever the topsy-turviness is, kind of accept it and work your way through wholeness again, you know, and realize here that this is not a time to behave recklessly. Work your way through it, because you could be moving towards more grief if you behave in a reckless manner. And you don't want to do that. So that's what I see right now.
I never pinned the list.
And you know, some of this could be contingent on the fact that Mercury is still retrograde.
Damn.
So be careful there. All right. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Wow. And you know, the last few readings for you have been a little bit more tricky. So the energies, so maybe it is feeling that turbulence, the cards that you are experiencing right now. So, But I think that you can manage it. Just take care. And take care especially of what's most important for you in your life right now. Okay, that's what we have for you. Wow. And look at that. It's 4:05. Wow. That carried us to the end of our show. And I want to thank everybody today for some good questions. And I don't know, I felt really good about some of the messages we gave out today, whether you want to hear them or not. I hope they resonated, because some of them just, whoo, right through like that. And that's the way I've been kind of feeling lately about things. And I'm not bragging here. I'm just kind of feeling this flow of energy. And so I hope you did too. And take care. I want to say have a great week ahead.
You're welcome, everybody.
Everybody look forward to Mercury going direct later this week. Woohoo.
Yay.
We're getting over the hump on that now. We still got a week or two till it's calmed down completely, but I think the end is in sight. So have a great week ahead. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we're going to see you soon, we hope. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.